Okay, this is an evaluation of how to clean the sensor of the Nikon D600. Now there's an inherent problem, as you can see, with the D600, as it has sensor debris that's present in this image. This particular Nikon D600 has had much use. I've actually shot over 5,000 shutter actuations on this camera. You can verify the shutter count through nikonshuttercount.com. Now we set up a time-lapse photography just real briefly to show the sensor debris in a time-lapse. This was a quick one initially just to make sure that we could see it in the time-lapse. Now I want to perform a wet cleaning because the simple menu system that allows you to clean the sensor does not remove the debris. So in order to remove the debris, you need to buy these sensor swabs and perform a wet cleaning. Here is the cleaning solution used to clean the sensor. Now you're not really cleaning the actual sensor, you're just cleaning the low pass filter that's present in front of the sensor. So it's not as dangerous or risky as you might expect it. To clean the sensor, you have to go into the setup menu and click lock mirror up for sensor cleaning. Then the camera will ask you to press the shutter release, and at that point the mirror will lift up, shutter will open, and the sensor will be exposed. Be sure to remove the lens beforehand. Here you can see me press the shutter release, and you can see that the sensor does expose itself. Now do not use any dust air can or compressed air. This could cause more debris to form or a residue. What you want to use is this Giotto's air squeezer, I call it. It definitely works well. And you want to point the camera facing down and give it a couple pumps to remove any foreign debris that may be present before wet cleaning the sensor. Now you want to remove out of the packaging a sensor swab, and be sure not to touch it with your fingers. You're going to want to put 3 drops of cleaning solution on the sensor swab. Now the solution will disperse evenly across the sensor swab. Give it a second or two to absorb. Now you're going to want to use a good amount of pressure. You're going to want to start from one side, move across the sensor, and then back to the left side. Now I use Type 3 sensor swabs as they are designed for full frame cameras. Now of course, using one sensor swab did not remove the dust. Each time I air dusted it after each wet cleaning. But I retested it with the lens, and of course it took multiple sensor swabs to actually clean the sensor properly. This was a big pain in the neck, and it was quite tedious. Yet again, another sensor swab. More air. Finally, it was clean. Now we performed another time lapse. This time we did 1,000 shots to see if the debris would return. Now, here is the final results. The sensor was clean, but the debris did come back. Look at the upper left portion of the image. You can see spots starting to form. Not sure if this is some sort of oil cannot conclude what the debris is, but the debris does come back, even after using this camera over 5,000 shots. So here's 1,000 shots, and the debris does return. This is real disappointing. You can see now that we have 6,670 shutter actuations. The D600 is an extraordinary camera, but unfortunately it does have this flaw. Hopefully Nikon will honor this and fix the problem.